Remember when everyone would ask you when you were little, what do you want to be when you grow up? And now we're grown up and don't know what we're doing with our lives? Hi, my name is Madeline, and I am a college and career life coach. I help high school students, college students, and other young adults navigate the confusion that is life after graduation. Whether it's choosing your first career path or changing to a new career path, I am here to help you figure out what it is that you are doing with your life. So, welcome, get comfortable, and let's hang out together. It's that time of week again where we meet on this podcast. So, I am happy to have you here. Welcome. And let's get right into it. So, today is another question of the FAQ series. And today's question reads, I can't imagine making a career out of my interests. What can I do? That is a tough feeling to have. And it's hard to answer that without knowing your situation personally. But I can say, don't be afraid to pursue a non traditional career path. It is possible to make a career out of your interests somehow, some way. In the age of the internet, you can do it. There's people on TikTok singing while they make coffee and making money from it. I'm trying to think. There's tons of bizarre things on TikTok that people are making money for doing. So don't dream too small. I promise you it's achievable. If there's a will, there is a way. Do not forget that. There are also non traditional career paths out there, like, for example, a fortune cookie writer, a dog food taster, a scuba diving pizza delivery man, just to name a few. But no, for real, like that's a real thing because apparently I was reading up on it, there's an underwater hotel somewhere. And, but I'm confused how the pizza stays dry. I don't know. I didn't ask any questions. I just was kind of baffled and kept scrolling, but still, that goes to show that there is no career too silly, too rare, too quirky that you can't pursue. And the reality is, if it's meant for you, then it's meant for you. You may be the trailblazer, you may be the first person in that career path, but what's for you is for you. And if that's what you're led to, then go for it. It's hard to know what all careers are out there, though. And for me, I didn't realize how many options I had until after I graduated high school. I have a lot of respect for the teachers and the school counselors, but I do really feel like trade schools, going straight into the workforce, or going to a university, those were the only things that were available to us after graduation in their eyes. And so we weren't necessarily educated about anything else that was out there for us or the variety of options we could choose from those paths that were available to us. So, anyway, I was unsure of what all was out there. I'm sure you might be feeling the same way, but I'm sure there's something out there somewhere that will fit you. I'm sure there's a career that will fit you and that you'll truly love. Referring back to my last episode, knowing your interests, your strengths and weaknesses, your limitations, and your deal breakers will be a huge help in sending you down the right path. So, if you are wanting to learn more about that, I just talked about it in the last episode towards the end, I believe. So, go back and listen to that. But don't feel afraid if you can't find a traditional career path that aligns with your interests. We live in a non traditional world these days. It's not normal anymore. The pandemic has showed us that. What was considered normal before is no longer normal now. So there's way more possibilities than we can imagine. In the age of the internet, you'd be surprised what all is out there, what all you can monetize through the internet. You just have to have the right mindset about it and the right strategy to achieve it. And that's easier said than done because there are a lot of people in life that won't believe in your vision and will doubt you. But You have to be true to yourself, and you have to put yourself first and do what will make you happy at the end of the day. Just like me, when I decided to quit the job that I had just spent 3 years going to school for and decided to launch an online business with no real plan in place, just vibes pretty much. No plans, just vibes. When I decided to do that, there were people that were doubting me. There were people that were saying, "Oh, well, you need a steady income first." There were many reasons why I decided to quit in the way that I did without the proper preparation, I guess you could say, but there were many reasons why that was the correct decision and the right decision for me. And I realized very quickly that I do not owe anybody an explanation. If I feel strongly about something, I'm going to go for it. And I don't care if people don't support me because I support me. So, like I said, easier said than done, because when people start to doubt you, it does really get me personally, it made me really irritated. But people are just projecting their own limitations onto you, their own limiting beliefs about the world onto you. So, try your best to tune all that out and follow the path that you are desiring. And if you really can't imagine anything that matches your interests, is there an activity you don't mind doing that leads to a potential career option? Like maybe writing or math or organization, teaching, public speaking? Those are some of the things I named last week as well. Just things like that. Certain skills that could correlate with certain career paths. Remember, it's okay to work a job that you're not super passionate about in order to pay the bills so that you can do things outside of work that do bring you happiness and fulfillment. But most of all, your mindset affects your success more than your actual career path. If you don't believe in yourself, why would somebody else believe in you? You have to believe in yourself. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to understand that that vision and that desire was given to you for a reason, and that you are meant to respond to that desire and not shove it down, because eventually it will come back out. My coach, Lindsay Hansen, has taught me that. If I were to continue to ignore the fact that I wanted to get out of the x ray field and keep pushing that down, it would have kept creeping up on me until I did the right thing that was in alignment with my life and what I wanted. So it will just continue to haunt you if you don't listen to it. Just because it's impractical doesn't mean that it's not achievable. So just remember, doesn't matter how crazy your dream is, as long as you believe in what you're doing wholeheartedly and believe that you can be successful and that you can support yourself and make money or whatever your goal is through that career path, then go for it. You are the only person holding yourself back. So I don't want you to regret not trying just because you were scared. But you may not be feeling strongly towards a certain interest or career path. So don't force yourself into something you don't feel certain about. If you would rather not start college until you know for sure what you're doing, then take time off and figure out what it is that you like. And that goes for anything. If you'd rather delay something and take your time to really reflect on whether you want to go down that path or not, then do that. No one's going to be mad at you for taking your time to be sure, because like I said last week, the more time you take and the more clarity you gain around your interests, the less likely it is that you're going to enter a program where you're not going to like it and drop out and waste money and time and energy. So yeah, there's no harm in taking your time and exploring yourself and your likes and your dislikes and what career path may be a good fit for you in your life. So, if you're struggling to figure out what career matches you, or even struggling to figure out what your interests are, number one, I have a free career personality quiz that's like 10 or 12 questions, I don't remember, but it shouldn't take more than a few minutes to take, and it's completely free. So, I'll leave that linked below. But I also offer free 30-minute coaching calls so that you can get a taste of what coaching is like with me. So if you're struggling with your career choice or with what your interests are, you're just confused and have a overall lack of direction, we will find a few career paths, narrow down some of the options into two or three options that you could pursue, and figure out which one may be best for you, and then talk about how you can go about pursuing that. So if you are looking to talk to someone about your career path or your interests or just the whole college thing, because that can be confusing too. If you're just looking for some direction, I'm here for you. It's free, it's a 30-minute call, no commitment. You don't have to book any more sessions with me. It's just like I said, it's a taste, a little try before you buy type thing. So I would be so happy to lend you my listening ear and figure out how I can serve you. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I will put the link below where you can learn more about what my coaching does and find a link to book a free 30-minute call if you feel led to do so. Until then, make sure you're catching all my bonus content on social media because I'm expanding more on these topics throughout the week on my platforms. So it is at Madeline Swan LLC across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you check that out because I'm posting some good stuff on there. But until next time, stay safe and let's hang out again soon.